The following presentation is not for the faint of heart. Strap in, hold tight, and experience exhilaration on a whole new level. This is Money in the Bank.
Unbelievable! Spirited Daniel Bryan, he's going to Money in the Bank, and he's going to face WWE Champion Kofi Kingston. Drew McIntyre, the Claymore kick, and can this be perhaps what happens in the near future? Through the table goes the Scottish psychopath, and Seth Rollins gets the last laugh. It's the opening contest, women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Kairi, Sane, Charlotte, Flair, Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks, Ronda, Rousey, Asuka, Zelina, vega, 4 for Raw, 4 for SmackDown.
You can bet your life on that.
The Money in the Bank ladder match. Braun Strowman, Ricochet, Cesaro, and The Miz for Raw against Finn Balor, Asuka, Buddy Murphy, and Andrade for SmackDown. Big E's walking away, he's not gonna break it up. We have new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. What a night it would truly be.
And now, WWE Money in the Bank.
In a night that sees Seth Rollins defends his Universe title against Drew McIntyre, Kofi Kingston defends his WWE Championship against Roman Reigns, and of course, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match to main event, ladies and Hartford, Connecticut, brings you Money in the Bank. What a night this will be. As we are live and in living color. And well, we kick things off obviously with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Of course, the men's one will main event, 4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. For both ladder matches, this one and the one later on tonight, we kick things off with the women's portion. As the first entrant in this matchup, Kairi Sane, SmackDown's Kairi Sane. Of course, Kairi Sane and Asuka together, they make up the team of the Kabuki Warriors, along with another tag team here in this Money in the Bank ladder match is, of course, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, the women's tag team champions, who are, of course, on the Raw roster. And, well, of course, women's tag teams and the women's tag team championships in general, while, yes, some wrestlers may be assigned to certain brands, women's tag teams, they could appear. If you're on SmackDown, you could appear on Raw. If you're on Raw, you could appear on SmackDown. And also NXT as well. That's the beauty of the women's tag team division and the championships, it being joined branded as Kairi Sane, the first entrant. And as the lights all suddenly go out, an eerie feel here has all of a sudden taken over. It's one half of the women's tag team champions, it's Raw's Nikki Cross. Of course, Kairi Sane in this matchup, along with her tag team partner Asuka, and Nikki Cross in this matchup, along with her fellow holder of the women's tag team championships in Alexa Bliss. As Cross making her way out to ring, she is the second entrant here, of course. Later on tonight in her main event, 8 men. Here tonight, it's 8 women. And along with tonight, we still got the SmackDown Women's Championship to be defended as Bayley defends against Carmella. Earlier on in the kickoff show, minutes ago in the kickoff show, it was Becky Lynch who lost her Raw Women's Championship to Naomi. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right, you heard it right. Naomi is the new Raw Women's Champion. In the kickoff show, before the main show actually started, Zelina Vega. Now, the third entrant in here, the business associates of Andrade. Of course, we see Andrade along with Aleister Black, Finn Balor, and Buddy Murphy on the SmackDown side of things later on in your main event. And Zelina Vega here, she is looking stunning as usual. She's looking amazing here tonight at Money in the Bank. Well, can she be able to pick up a victory along with the great looks? We shall say, and well, speaking of great looks, hello, Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss here. Well, she's rocking the Harley Quinn inspired attire. She always rocks the Harley Quinn look each and every time. It's amazing, really. They are half of the women's tag team champions. Nikki Cross's tag team partner, Little Miss Bliss, here tonight. And, well, she looks even better than Harley Quinn, if you ask me. I think I'm in love. Moving on. Now it's time for Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. Of course, Kairi Sane's tag team partner. And Asuka here, looking to perhaps become Miss Money in the Bank. If anything, all 8 of these women have a chance. Obviously, they all have a chance. They're all in this matchup. And for some, it may be difficult to call compared to others on who is going to win this matchup. But that being said, they are 2 favorites, and I mentioned them a couple weeks back. I do believe I did mention that they are 2 favorites, if you ask me, heading into this bout. And this woman right here is one of them, if not the most favorite. It is Ronda Rousey. And well, majority of people think she can enter here tonight and win the whole damn thing. And well, it's difficult. It's difficult to disagree, but if anything, I will disagree because I believe it's this woman, SmackDown's Charlotte Flair. If you had to ask me, the most decorated female competitor in all of WWE history. That's right, I said history. And if not history, if we want to go all the way far back, even past the 2000s, then fine. I would say, at least in recent memory, at least in a good couple of span of years, this woman right here is simply the best female athlete. Simply the most decorated as well. A 10-time women's champion. She could easily make it 11 by winning the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match here tonight. She is my favorite to win this matchup. There's 2 favorites heading into this one. For majority of people, Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair. Mine is Charlotte Flair. She is my pick to win this whole damn thing. I even think that she is at a higher level than Hall of Famers such as Beth Phoenix, Lita, and Trish Stratus. And it's very difficult to really argue that she's not. With that being said, she's my pick to win this one. The second to last entrant. And well, here is the last entrant. It is the boss, Sasha Banks, the one with the most momentum heading into this. And a little bit of a retro attire she is rocking. Her Extreme Rules 2017 attire. Well, it is green. It is green. It does fit the Money in the Bank feel. And to be fair, green is my favorite color. And Sasha Banks is she's making green look amazing. She looks amazing in green. She's making green look better than it has ever looked ever. And wow. Well, moving on, as I fall in love again. If anything, Sasha Banks won the fail for it 2 weeks ago on Raw against Nikki Cross, Ronda Rousey, and Alexa Bliss. So she has the most momentum heading into this. Of course, you could also argue Zelina, Vega, and Charlotte as they won a 6-woman tag matchup, teaming up with SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley as they defeated the Kabuki Warriors and Carmella this past Tuesday on SmackDown. But if anything, Sasha Banks, she won a singles affair. They won a tag team affair. As now the crowd was behind Ronda Rousey, the star of the matchup. I see that Ronda takes down Zelina Vega. Ladies shown, Money in the Bank has now begun, and Sasha Banks already bringing the ladder into play. Early on here, immediately bringing the ladder. Alexa Bliss going to get sent to the outside via her tag team partner Nikki Cross. Of course, you can make allies here, or you can make enemies. But, you know, when you're a tag team, you like to think they'll be allies. I see there's Zelina Vega. Powerbomb into a cutter onto Ronda Rousey as Asuka takes down Bliss on the outside. And now look at this, Vega again here, and another one. Zelina Vega pulling off some impressive maneuvers here. Well, it is Money in the Bank. You got to bring out all stops. And, well, Vega, she just did that. As now look at the Sasha Banks here. Suplex. Oh, no, wait. Hold up. Oh, you know what that means. A second one. Sasha Banks paying tribute to the legendary Eddie Guerrero, her hero, with the 3 amigos. You got to love it. Definitely got to thank Eddie. Watching on proud from above. Seeing that. The 3 amigos by Sasha Banks. You got to love it. Here tonight to kick off Money in the Bank. As now look at this, Alexa Bliss gonna get hit in the face with the ladder. As Ronda Rousey here sets it up. Ladder finds up here for first time of many perhaps throughout this matchup. Is now Ronda Rousey here gonna scale it. Scaling the ladder, and now the first woman to try and actually attempt to get the briefcase. But Zelina Vega. Vega's right there. Vega attacking the legs here. trying to take down Ronda Rousey here. Can she be able to do it? She's struggling a little bit. Ronda's struggling to actually unhook it, as now Bliss in the high red district and a dropkick. From the high red district, nails a dropkick, and down goes the ladder, and Ronda Rousey. 3 amigos again on the outside by Sasha Banks to Kairi Sane, makes a total of 6. And now look at this Ronda Rousey in the center of the ring, having her way with Zelina Vega, and I really do not appreciate it. She is gonna tear Vega limb from limb. She's gonna bruise something, and I'm not appreciating that much. I get why. You crack Luminous Bliss across her pretty face, and then you just destroy everything of Zelina Vega. Rousey is that intense, and I really don't appreciate it. If anything, it's intimidating, as Asuka just got launched into the ropes thanks to Alexa Bliss via the slingshot. As now Charlotte Flair here, Nikki Cross. Some Raw versus SmackDown action on the outside right there. Let's see her there. Flair, proud of her work, and wooing, reminiscent of her father, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. As now in center of the ring here, Kairi Sane, Sasha Banks, and Alabama Slam by Sane, and Asuka takes down both her tag team partner and Zelina Vega. Asuka proud of her work right there, rightfully so. Alexa Bliss still gonna sweep out the legs. Nikki Cross has been taken out by Charlotte Flair on the outside, and Cross starting to feel the early effects that this matchup has on her already. Well, the ladder hasn't really come into play all that much, at least so far. Still relatively early on in this contest. No one has fallen through a ladder or anything of the sort. If anything, Ronda Rousey fell off the ladder moments ago. But still early on in the matchup. Relative low damage control so far. And that's not saying much, because as this matchup progresses, it's going to get worse for each of these women. I see her there. Vega gets launched onto the outside, having a nasty landing on the ring apron and on the outside. And along with that, now Kairi Sane here has Sasha Banks and gonna throw her out just like that as well. Insane. Clearing house here. And Charlotte now can also try and clear house. Has Sane and throws her over as well. The only 3 women left here is actually the Women's Tag Team Champions and Asuka. That's now Bliss and Cross here. They haven't really been teaming up all that much, surprisingly. I would expect them to, if anything. They're the Women's Tag Team Champions, but of course everyone for themselves. But even then, you could team up to take out the rest of the competition, just leave it between you two. As now, Vega gets caught here from the powerbomb position, gets sent right down, thanks to Asuka. Ronda Rousey stirring on the outside. She's trying to recuperate here. The matchup's starting to take a toll a little bit on her. The matchup's still relatively early on here. Of course, this is the first of 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches. This is your opening contest. It's the women's portion of things. The winner could obviously go on, have the opportunity to challenge for either the NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, or the SmackDown Women's Championship. Whether or not if you're a superstar from Raw or SmackDown, you could challenge for the opposing brand's championship. All you need to do is unhook that briefcase, and within it, you win the contract. And well, one of these 8 will do it. And of course, along with that, it's tonight's main event, the men's portion of things, where, one of them can make the jump to Raw, to SmackDown, or to NXT. As now, Zelina Vega throwing Sasha onto a ring apron. Now Sasha going to try to gain a breather here as Vega able to get the ladder from Alexa Bliss and hits her across the face. Bliss's face is going to just get rearranged here. Not appreciating it all that much. I'm not appreciating it, to be fair. But Vega going to get kicked in the temple moments ago thanks to Luminous Bliss. And well, if anything, Vega, if you ask me, she's a dark horse. Heading to this matchup, see her there, Bulldog through the ladder, thanks to Alexa Bliss. Bliss sending herself and Sasha Banks through that ladder via the Bulldog. No give right there. As now Kairi Sane here. Caught in between a rock and a hard place, side rush and leg sweep by Nikki Cross and Ronda Rousey. 2 Raw women teaming up against a SmackDown competitor, putting her onto the ladder. Now look at this backpack stunner by Charlotte to Asuka on the outside. Charlotte nailing that one. As now look at this Ronda Rousey here. She has Sasha Banks. Charlotte just walking by, mind her own business, and Ronda Rousey just dismantled Sasha Banks. And Vega here banging the skull of Kairi Sane in the center of the ring onto that mat. Sane suffering that side rush and leg sweep thanks to Nikki Cross and Ronda Rousey. Asuka trying to recuperate from that backpack stunner via Charlotte Flair moments ago. As now, speaking of Charlotte Flair, she's going to scale the ladder now. The second woman to do so far, as now she's attempting it, but no, Asuka bring her down immediately. The ladder gets taken out, and then so does Charlotte shortly afterwards, and she's gonna roll to the outside. And oh, Sasha Banks getting launched back inside the ring. She lands on the ladder thanks to Ronda Rousey. And what a knee right there, Zelina Vega to Alexa Bliss. Cameras all over the place, catching all the action. Oh my god! On the ladder lands Ronda Rousey. Her neck has to be broken. The back of Ronda's skull, the back of her neck, crumbling upon the impact on the ladder. Ronda Rousey and Nikki Cross teamed up on Kairi Sane to put her on top of that ladder moments ago. And then Nikki Cross just completely dismantles Ronda Rousey. The back of her skull and neck just falling across that ladder. She looks good so far as she takes down Nikki Cross, gets retribution for that moments ago. But Ronda Rousey, that was gruesome. I see there Sasha Banks with a neck breaker in between the ropes. As now Kairi Sane starting to stir on the outside. Sasha Banks with a ladder and right across the skull onto Ronda Rousey. Of course, Sasha Banks winning that fatal 4 2 weeks ago on Raw. And well, if anything, she won it by actually kicking Ronda Rousey off the top rope. Ronda took a nasty fall on the outside. It was both Ronda and Alexa Bliss that were on the outside of the ring. Sasha Banks ended up actually getting the victory in that matchup via the Banks statement, making Nikki Cross tap out. That's now Sasha Banks here looking to try and stop Charlotte. Charlotte making another attempt to climb that ladder, and Sasha Banks not going to let it happen. She's going after her legs here, and it's going to work out to her advantage. Bliss on the outside now. Well, anything. Let's try and recuperate here. That's now Sasha Banks. She's trying to now attack Zelina Vega. Charlotte was taken off, and Vega took her spot. And now, what the hell? Ronda Rousey underneath the ladder. Rousey was underneath the ladder. She was trying to bring it down, and she gets tossed off for her troubles as well. She took a nasty fall. And Vega, she's going to take a nasty fall as well. Vega, the ladder went off from underneath her feet. Ronda Rousey went flying. We were only focusing on Ronda. We were not focusing on Vega. She was holding on for dear life on the briefcase, and then just takes a nasty landing as well. And Vega, she is out of it. Let's now look at this here. Alexa Bliss has Nikki Cross. I did not like the look of this. And look at that code red onto the ladder. These two are tag team partners. They're tag team champions. Ronda and Nikki Cross next to each other. They are knocked out cold as Charlotte just kicked up. She's alive and kicking. She has now got a new surge of energy in this matchup. Vega's still feeling the effects of that fall moments ago. Vega took a nasty land, and Sasha's on the outside. It's a car crash. It's a car wreck here. It's the scene of a car crash here at Money in the Bank. All 8 of these women starting to feel the effects. That's now Kairi Sane here. She's going to scale the ladder here. Right in front of Charlotte. Right in front of Charlotte, and Charlotte's going to be right there. Charlotte's going to be right there. Stop Kairi Sane. Couple punches to the abdomen, and now look at this. Charlotte has her, and now off the ladder. Oh my god. Down they go. Charlotte Flair, the neck breaker. And now Ronda Rousey. Rousey and Charlotte, the stare off. The stare down. They both scale the ladder. What a moment. What a matchup these two would bring together here. And you're small, and Charlotte takes down Ronda with another neck breaker. Ronda falling on top of Kairi Sane, if anything, and now Vega. Vega, she's back in the matchup. She's going to take control, perhaps. Drop kick to the outside goes Charlotte. Vega seizing her moment, picking her spot here. It's Zelina Vega. Can she do it? Nikki Cross is right behind her, however, and Nikki Cross attacking the legs, trying to stop Zelina Vega now. Vega, she had a clear opening. She did have a clear opening here, and now she's going to attempt it again, but Sasha Banks is right there, takes the ladder out. And Vega sees herself dangling once more, and she's going to get taken down. Powerbomb in the center of the ring for Zelina Vega's troubles, and she's going to roll onto the outside. This could perhaps be a scene for Andrade later on tonight. Vega, the business associate of Andrade. Well, Andrade watching on. Who knows? Maybe he could suffer the same fate as Zelina Vega, whether that's winning or suffering a lot of damage as well. Down the ladder in the center of the ring here. Asuka was perhaps looking to go after it, looking to scale it, but she walks right into the waiting arms of Charlotte Flair. And here we go. Natural selection. Charlotte Flair. Natural selection onto Asuka. And now Flair here. Gonna scale the ladder once more. Oh. But no. Gonna get taken out. Gonna get taken down. Gonna get yanked off shortly afterwards. As now Ronda Rousey was yanking on the arm of Kairi Sane. Zelina Vega gets sent to the outside. Charlotte did not appreciate Vega stopping her moments ago. Draws her to the outside. Vega sees herself on the outside ring once again. As now Kairi Sane here gonna scale, but no, Alexa Bliss was right there, right behind her. She saw her. And now Sane trying to fight back here actually. Oh, what a shot. That one stuns little Miss Bliss. And now Kairi Sane gonna get launched off. Ronda Rousey having none of it. She is having none of it. Just taking her out. Right there. That's now Asuka here. And Ronda Rousey. What a matchup these two would give. Whole lot of dream matches here at Money in the Bank coming true for a couple seconds if anything. Oh, well, with 8 women, you know. If anything, there's at least one dream match that's bound to come out from this. And well, we're having some of them for even brief couple of moments here. As now look at this, Asuka kicks onto Ronda Rousey. That's a dream match right there. And Asuka now kicks the head off of Ronda Rousey. Roundhouse to the back of the skull. I felt that all the way up from my booth right here. So glad I'm safe. I really am. If I was down there, I would be scared for my life. Be surrounded by ladders, my anxiety will be filled to the brim. I mean, not with women around, because the beautiful woman kind of make it easier. But towards the main event, if anything, that's when things start getting a little bit scary. As now Charlotte Flair here, once again, making another attempt here. She's making the most attempts. I believe this is her 4th one. And now, but Sasha Banks taking her sweet time. She knows she has some time still left, because Charlotte Flair has barely anything left in tank. She's taking a good amount of damage. Sasha takes the ladder out from underneath Charlotte here. And now Vega walking by and takes down Charlotte Flair. Powerbomb. And now look at this. DDT! Alexa Bliss with a DDT onto Zelina Vega. Sasha Banks, Nikki Cross renewing hostilities from 2 weeks ago. As Sasha, of course, got the momentum match win via making via making Nikki Cross tap out of anything. Ronda trying to recuperate on the outside. Vega and Asuka are now on the outside as well. Yes, now here we go. Charlotte Flair once again sets up the ladder in the center of the ring. Perfectly placed, perfect position here. And now she's going to scale it. Looking for another attempt. Charlotte has tried the most here. And she's been stopped on plenty of occasions here. Almost an innumerable amount of occasions. But I think she has it. By this point. She's struggling to unhook it. She's trying to, but Kairi Sane, she's getting there just in time. Charlotte, she's still trying. Charlotte's still trying while Sane is fighting her. But no, Sane finally able to get a good lick. Finally able to get a good punch. A good lick in right there on Charlotte Flair. And now Flair, Sane's face meeting the steel. And now Charlotte's face meeting the steel. And now Asuka attacking Kairi Sane. And down goes Sane. Asuka was attacking Sane, but Rousey gonna do Asuka's work for her. Charlotte rolls on over to the outside as well, because she took a nasty landing as well, along with Kairi Sane if anything. And now Ronda Rousey throws Asuka to her ring apron, trying to perhaps clear out space here in the ring if anything. As now Alexa Bliss, she was lurking for a couple seconds. She's entered the ring, and Zelina Vega kicking both Kairi Sane and Alexa Bliss. As now, if anything, Kairi Sane getting sent to the ring apron. Of course, well, ladies and gentlemen, here's the graphic, your main event. Well, this match was going on, and it's red hot. Well, imagine how great your main event's going to be. The 8-man Money in the Bank ladder match, the men's side of things. That one right there is going to be a great matchup later on tonight. It's been a great matchup to open up the show. There's the first of 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches, of course, as the graphic was just shown right there. That is your main event. The second and final Money in the Bank ladder match here tonight, in a night where it's gonna be one hell of a night. See there, Charlotte Flair. She's having one hell of a night right now. Falling off the ladder again. A lot of these women, well, all 8 of these women actually having one hell of a night. They've fallen on ladders, they've fallen off ladders, they've taken some nasty landings here. As Ronda Rousey was on top of the ladder, no one decided to jump on her. Luckily enough, no. Asuka. An unorthodox way of bringing down Sasha. Asuka striking the ladder. Treating the ladder as the enemy. If anything, the ladder's the weapon, but Asuka trained the ladder as the enemy to take down the actual enemy, Sasha Banks. She struck the ladder. That was actually pretty cool. That's now Ronda Rousey here. And Alexa Bliss falls off. Asuka with the opening. Asuka, she has an opening. Zelina Vega's trying to stop her, but Asuka, she's yanking down. Vega trying to stop her. Asuka, she's unhooked it. Has she? Yes, she has. And just like that, in a sudden moment, in a single second, one second of an opening is all it needed. Asuka is Miss Money in the Bank, the Empress of Tomorrow. SmackDown's Asuka knocked Alexa Bliss off the ladder. Look at that shot once again. Ronda Rousey's neck. Oh man, that's gruesome. That was a gruesome way to land on a ladder. There's not a nice way to land on a ladder, but that one right there is especially unpleasant. But the talking point here tonight, Asuka's Miss Money in the Bank. Vega was trying to stop her. Zelina Vega was trying to stop her. Those punches weren't doing much. At the end of the day, Asuka persevered, yanked down that briefcase. Asuka is Miss Money in the Bank. And well, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to SmackDown's Asuka. The Empress of Tomorrow is Miss Money in the Bank. What a way to open up the show. And well, ladies and gentlemen, the action, it continues, as up next will be the battle for the Cruiserweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, Humberto Carrillo, he won the 8-man number 1 contenders tournament to earn the right to face Drew Gulak here tonight. Let's take a look at this past Thursday on 205 Live at the ending of Carrillo's matchup in the finals against D. Brian Kendrick, and well, the assault by Gulak that followed shortly after Carrillo's victory. Getting caught in midair. As now Carrillo sends Kendrick into the corner here. And Kendrick, he's dazed. Humberto now. Oh, what a form. Multiple form shots. And Kendrick just gonna crumble into the mat. And now here we go. Moonsault fent into the cover here. Brian Kendrick, is he done for? 2 and no, only 2. Kendrick still has fighting spirit in him. He still has life in him. He's still in this contest. Question is for how long? Because now Carrillo here looking to end off this matchup. Looking for the Aztec press. Connects onto the Brian Kendrick. Is this all? Yes, it is. Humberto Carrillo is number 1 contender. What a matchup these two just put on in your main event. Carrillo, a hard-fought victory against the Brian Kendrick, and at the end of the day is that man, Humberto Carrillo, who's going to challenge Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight Championship this Sunday at Money in the Bank in Hartford, Connecticut. Look at this powerbomb again. Carrillo does a full rotation. He bounces off the mat, does a rotation in the air from the impact. The fact that wasn't it is very surprising. Now, what the hell? Gulak, our Cruiserweight champion Drew Gulak, attacking Carrillo now. And now let's look at that. That regal plex onto the candlestick. Gulak charging the ring with a candlestick I handed now. Right across the head, in between the eyes of Humberto Carrillo. The Cruiserweight champion, fresh off a victory a couple minutes ago against Kalisto, watching on, and now attacking the weekend Humberto Carrillo just before the contest this Sunday. The Gulak on Carrillo. And now Gulak finally lets go. Finally realizes that Humberto is he's worn out after this matchup. He's had one hell of a grueling contest, and Gulak, he doesn't care. Gulak weakening Humberto Carrillo even more just before Carrillo will challenge Gulak for his title at Money in the Bank. And look at that, Carrillo got busted open. Carrillo must have got busted open from that candlestick shot right across the head. He must have. And now look at this here. Gulak, he's not done yet. Drew Gulak is not done yet. Carrillo's on the outside, rolling to the outside. He's already been worn out, and now, what's this? Gulak with a chair now. He brung a steel chair as well, apparently. I wasn't seeing it. I was looking at my monitor. And now Drew Gulak with the chair against the face And Humberto's skull gets caved. Boot meets skull meets steel chair. Drew Gulak, no remorse, no restraint, no mercy being shown. Carrillo folding upon the impact, lands on the chair and candlestick. If anything, and now another Gulak. Another Gulak and Carrillo. Carrillo is out. And well, that's how this matchup here tonight, the Cruiserweight title, that's how it came to be across a 4-week time span. Humberto Carrillo, multiple victories in a row to advance from the quarterfinals all the way to the finals of the 8-man Cruiserweight tournament, and now he is here. But ladies and gentlemen, here's my question. At what percent is Carrillo here tonight? After his matchup against Brian Kendrick, which, by the way, of course, Kendrick was my pick to win. But Carrillo, he defeated my pick. And well, Humberto Carrillo, here tonight, he enters this matchup not at 100% if you ask me personally. He got attacked after his matchup against Brian Kendrick, as you saw. And well, Kendrick assaulting him with a candlestick with steel chairs, the regal plexus onto the candlestick. The Gulak shortly afterwards with blood raining down the forehead of Carrillo. Well, Drew Gulak, vicious assault to end off 205 Live. And well, he has Carrillo weakened beforehand. Granted, that was only a couple days ago. It was this past Thursday. Days later, I highly doubt Carrillo fully recovered from that attack. He recovered to an extent. However, maybe not to the extent that Carrillo fully wanted to recover to. He's still a little bit worn down, but here tonight, he has the opportunity for the Cruiserweight Championship. Of course, this past Thursday, Drew Gulak pinned a big victory over Kalisto. Now look at this Carrillo here. Carrillo staring a hole through Drew Gulak. And ladies and gentlemen, this matchup looking to have a hot start here, because here we go. The referee ringing the bell. And Drew Gulak not even able to take his robe off. Carrillo immediately going after him. And now look at this Humberto Carrillo looking for retribution from this past Thursday. The back suplex onto the ring apron, onto the Cruiserweight Champion. Philadelphia's own Drew Gulak, of course. We were in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania this past Thursday for 205 Live. And well, Gulak, he was the hometown hero, and he wasn't even all that much liked by his own hometown fan base. As now, Gulak finding off that powerbomb position could have been crucial right there if he was to get powerbombed onto that ring apron. Or any other spot on the outside, to be fair. As Carrillo, shot right there to the gut. Oh, what a super kick! Square across the face to the Cruiserweight Champion. Gulak, he's fighting with a robe on here, trying to get the separation. What a forearm, Jesus. Drew Gulak fighting with a robe. And well, Carrillo, a vicious streak being shown, taking out the leg. And Humberto Carrillo, he waits. He waits for Drew Gulak to finally take off that robe. The fans, they are ready for this matchup. As the matchup, well, it's been underway for the past couple seconds, but I guess now it's fully underway. Gulak now has, I guess, say a fair advantage. Wrestling the robe on could add a little bit more extra, not really weight, but you know, things get in the way, I guess. I don't know, you get what I'm trying to say. Basically, Carrillo here on Drew Gulak, charges it up, shoulder barrage to the outside, goes Drew Gulak here now. Humberto Carrillo, we've seen him do this plenty of times across this time span throughout the tournament. He flies to the outside, and every time it's just as impressive, and if not more, than the last time. As now, here we go, Humberto Carrillo launches Gulak into a ring. What a start it's been for this young man. Of course, getting attacked this past Thursday on 205 Live. Perhaps lit a fire under him. Of course, those shots with the steel chair and the counter here there. Drew Gulak looking to stop Carrillo's momentum, as now he caught him midair and a body slam right there. Drew Gulak showing off some impressive strength. Of course, this is a no-fly zone. 205 Live is a no-fly zone, or at least in Drew Gulak's eyes. And well, Gulak, expect him to not really be all that flashy here tonight as compared to Humberto Carrillo. And well, we didn't really see Gulak be all that flashy in this matchup, his opening matchup against Kalisto this past Thursday, obviously. I see their German suplex keeps in the bridge. Beautiful. Setting enough Carrillo's legs on the ropes. Don't matter though, As Gulak gonna stay on Carrillo here, still relatively early on this matchup. It's now clubbing blows across the forehead, looking to perhaps reopen that wound from the latest edition of 205 Live. As now Carrillo rolling through, was looking for something, but Gulak, oh, what a chop! And another chop! And a third, lining up the chest here of Humberto Carrillo. As now Gulak gonna get sent to the ring apron here. Humberto trying to get some rest here. Don't expect Drew Gulak to do a dive from the ring apron position. He just simply gets back inside the ring, nails a nice back elbow, and Carrillo gonna answer back. I mean, not Carrillo, Drew Gulak gonna answer back. And what a forearm. Another forearm. Oh, no, missed. Back and forth here. This matchup here. So far, relatively still in the relative early stages. What a power bomb. And now, Drew Gulak here has the leg. Gonna wrench it back. Nicely done. Center of the ring here. Only, of course, the second matchup here tonight in Hartford, Connecticut for Money in the Bank as well, ladies and gentlemen. Up next will be the SmackDown Tag Team Championships on the line. What a super kick. SmackDown Tag Titles on the line. Heavy Machinery, they defend against former Tag Team Champions, The New Day. Of course, back in SmackDown Week 1, it was Heavy Machinery who became the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions against The New Day. As when Big E walked out on Xavier Woods, the compactor led to a 3 count. Woods was not able to kick out. Big E did not even bother to try and break up the pinfall. He jumped off the ring apron and started to walk away. And then, of course, a full week later, if anything, Big E later then apologized to Xavier Woods. Said he had no idea what came over him. I still highly doubt that. Said before, I'll say it again, I have my qualms about that. I do not believe Big E was fully sincere with that apology. Oh my god, what the hell was that? Whatever it was spectacular. And now, Carrillo into a cover, no. Close but no cigar. Well, if anything, that matchup is up next. We shall see if the New Day can be able to hold gold once again. Of course, Kofi Kingston, the Dirty Champion, said best himself this past Tuesday on SmackDown. The New Day will all hold gold once again. He also said that, well, his match against Roman Reigns for a Dirty title, it's gonna SmackDown Raw's Universal Championship matchup all over Hartford, Connecticut. Well, we shall see, of course. Well, the Dirty title matchup, it's gonna be first. It's gonna be before the Universal title matchup later on tonight. So, if anything, a full big comparison to be shown will be the Universal title matchup to see how it compares to the WWE title matchup. Of course, Raw and SmackDown still vying for the better matches here tonight. This is the only 205 Live matchup, the only Cruiserweight matchup of the night. So, if anything, this one right here, we don't really have to worry about, which brand has the better match, Raw or SmackDown. We get a little bit of a breather relatively early on here tonight. See there, Carrillo looking for a top rope drop kick. Gulak gonna sidestep it, and now Drew Gulak here has him. Oh, reverse DDT. Reminiscent of Sting. You gotta think that can make the Stinger blush. It's a pretty damn good reverse DDT if you ask me. As now Drew Gulak here awaits Carrillo to get back up. And here we go. Regal Plex. Folding Humberto Carrillo. And well, that's usually followed by the Gulak here, which is usually followed by Drew Gulak's opponents tapping out shortly afterwards. And Carrillo with the mini fireman's carry taking over. And a power slam shortly afterwards. What great impact. Humberto Carrillo now to the high red district he goes. Elbow drop, it connects. I was expecting him to do a flip of some sorts, but no, an elbow drop. If anything, that's a very Drew Gulak type move. Don't expect Drew Gulak to go on the top rope often, or even springboard, or even leave his feet for that matter. But if he ever does, best believe he ain't doing a flip. Best believe he ain't doing the 630 Ricochet style. Of course, Ricochet tonight's main event in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Don't expect him to do an 054 like Mustafa Ali. Expect him to do an elbow drop. Maybe in the double foot stomp, and maybe in the double foot stomp is asking a little bit too much. But anyway, what a great competitor Drew Gulak is. And a victory here now against Humberto Carrillo, especially in this much of a quick fashion, can show that as the Gulak here is locked in. Carrillo tapped out of this past Thursday after his grueling contest against Brian Kendrick. He can tap out again. Carrillo gasping for air. He's trying to fight out of it. He rose through. And a stomp to the back shortly afterwards. Humberto Carrillo has survived the grasp of Drew Gulak. And well, Carrillo here, can he be able to stay on him though? And yes, he can. His leg was caught, able to get the insecurity to the back of the head, however. Nicely done. As now, Humberto Carrillo here. Here we go. Moonsault, that's more I like it to know. Or maybe not. Maybe not. The knees. Catches Carrillo. Not really, that doesn't really break the fall, If anything, it makes it worse. Oh, fluent. That was amazing. Very smooth. And now look at that here. In the armbar. Humberto Carrillo trying to take down Drew Gulak, and now look at this. That's scissors. Gotta love it. These two amazing professional wrestlers showing off their talents here tonight. And only your second matchup here tonight at Money in the Bank. Of course, we had the kickoff show. And if you didn't watch the kickoff show earlier on the night before the main show started, then I highly suggest you watch this. See right there, Humberto Carrillo overshoots his shot. Hey, it happens. That's not Gulak. He's just gonna mock Carrillo. He's not gonna jump. Exactly. See? He's not gonna even jump. Just mocking Humberto Carrillo. And well, of course, the Raw Tag Titles were defended. Along with that, SmackDown's Intercontinental Championship was defended, and the Raw Women's Championship was defended. Back in the kickoff show, I will not spoil the results, so you guys can go back and watch that whenever you please, if anything. So, what a shower there. That was super close to being below the belt. Carrillo, very careful with that. Of course, championship rules. Championship's advantage, if anything, in a singles matchup like this, where there is disqualifications. Of course, if anyone gets counted out or disqualified, that person will, the opposing person will win the matchup technically, but the champion will retain either way. So there, Northern Light suplex with the bridge. Beautiful maneuver, not only to count in the center of the ring. As we now get on to perhaps the mid stage of this matchup here. This is when Fatigue is going to start kicking in. And well, speaking of kick, it was a big time knee, not a kick, but I don't know. I was trying to make a connection there. It just fell flat. As Carrillo barely gets that shoulder up as well. And now, Drew Gulak here. Oh, what a forearm. Misses the second one, though. Now, here we go. From the Fireman's Carry position. No. Just takes him down, launches him down. As now, Humberto Carrillo here. Springboard leg drop. Outside to the inside of the ring. You love to see it. Carrillo now aiming towards the high red district. Now in the high red district. Looking to go for broke. Here we go now. Once again, Gulak has the moonsault scouted. And now Drew Gulak once again, that knee across the gut. It's a very simple but effective maneuver if you personally ask me. And now, oh, look at those strikes. Double thrust of something like that. I don't even know what to call that. Pretty damn good. Yes, now here we go, Humberto Carrillo. Look at this. Running circles around Drew Gulak. Tilt the world head scissors. Believe he did like 2-3 rotations. And Gulak, he's dizzy. Gulak does not know where he's at right now. And oh man. Here we go, Carrillo looking for the second time. Another back suplex onto the ring apron. As we now get a look at, of course, Greg Hamilton, Michael Cole, Byron Saxton, Corey Graves. Get a look at all of them. They got invisible chairs. They got invisible announce tables. Once again, here's the thing. You guys need to watch the kickoff show. At least the main event for the Raw Women's title in the kickoff show. Because I went on a whole rant of how they get invisible stuff. And I just get a broadcast booth up here in the balcony. But whatever. That's beside the point. Not going to go back to that rant. Watch the kickoff show. Hear my rant. Thank you very much. Now, here we go. Carrillo jumps over. Oh, speaking of jumping over, Drew Gulak, he left his feet. I am very much surprised. As now, here we go. Drew Gulak, another Regal Plex. Nicely done. Taking out Humberto Carrillo. And now Gulak here was looking for another. Gulak, not going to be able to get, as Carrillo, he had it scouted. And well, back and forth matchup. For the most part, it's been, if you ask me. That's now Drew Gulak here. Well, Gulak, if anything. Looking for a strike. Gonna miss it. As now off the ropes goes Gulak. And oh, tilt the world backbreaker. Carrillo taking down, falls to a knee shortly afterwards. Well, I did say moments ago, this is when fatigue starts to kick in. Still at perhaps the midpoint of the matchup. Maybe a little bit towards the end, and by this point, or at least I could only assume. Maybe we're still in the beginning stages. Maybe. But anyway, I like to think we're probably still in the midpoint here. Fatigue gonna start to kick in. And well, it's showing it already as Carrillo dropped down to a knee moments ago. As now Drew Gulak here. And now gonna send Carrillo into the steel steps. Gonna use his environment to his advantage. That's all legal. That's all legal. As long as, to be fair, as long as Gulak doesn't personally grab the steel steps, which if you ask me, the steel steps is probably like half his size. But, you know, as long as Gulak doesn't grab those, and personally, you know, physically hits Carrillo, then I guess we shall be fine. As anyway, look at that, Drew Gulak, well, exposing that turnbuckle. And of course, that turnbuckle could be used as a weapon. It's legal as long as the referee doesn't see it. And well, Gulak, I think he has bad intentions with that. As now, well, if anything, not going to use it yet. Irish whipping. Carrillo looking for a strike there. Carrillo not going to allow it. Carna would tie up here. Gulak just going to push him off. Gulak not looking to out-wrestle Carrillo anymore by this point. If anything, notice, we did not even have a Tenko wrestling start. You expect a Tenko wrestling start between these two. But if anything, we didn't. Carrillo, he was out for blood immediately into the matchup. Didn't even allow Gulak to take his robe off. As now, well, here we go. Carrillo, well, if anything, he's looking to become Cruiserweight Champion here tonight. Here we go. Aztec Press. The maneuver that's made him advance so far in the tournament. And while the referee was distracted, he was pulling the turnbuckle back. Can this be it, though? No, it was only 2. That was a 4 count. That was personally, if you ask me, a 4 or 5 count. Humberto Carrillo, he had Drew Gulak. He had Drew Gulak done. Set match game. Carrillo could have been the new Cruiserweight Champion. But Drew Gulak exposing that turnbuckle, not being able to use it due to Carrillo's offense, ends up helping him in the long run as the referee was distracted, put the turnbuckle pad back on, which gave Gulak an extra 2 seconds to fully recover and kick out. Notice he used all of that 3 count, kicking out at the last second at 2. As now Carrillo here gonna launch, he's gonna stay on. Drew Gulak launches himself on the ropes with a springboard, takes him down with a Frankensteiner. Carrillo's still on the roll here. He's not gonna let that matchup, not gonna let that setback here tonight fully take him out of it. As now, well, Gulak trying to run away, and he's just gonna chase down. He just got chased down by Carrillo. No, oh no, look at this Regal stretch, not Regal stretch, Regal Plex. On the outside, Drew Gulak. Did he perhaps bait Humberto Carrillo? Did he perhaps bait him? As now, Gulak enters back inside the ring. Carrillo, well, he's fully recovered from that Regal Plex on the outside. Of course, again, won this past Thursday on 205 Live on top of that candlestick. As now Carrillo here looking to launch himself up in the air again. He gets caught. And that powerbomb once again. In the main event of 205 Live, we saw Brian Kendrick catch Carrillo in midair, nail him down for powerbomb. And to be fair, if you saw the episode 205 Live, you would have known my reaction. I was astonished. That powerbomb, it was amazing. The fact that Carrillo was not down after that powerbomb from Kendrick really shocked me. And the fact that he's still not down after that one from Drew Gulak is still kind of shocking. And it's just the impact he lands. It's gruesome. And well, speaking of gruesome, that knee once again coming to play, 3rd time in this matchup, 4th time in this matchup, one of those 2. And now Drew Gulak here in the corner, waiting for Carrillo, realizes he needs to reposition himself, gonna go behind Carrillo here now. Waits for him in the corner. And now trying to bait him in so he could actually bring him into the corner himself. And no, I don't think he's going to get it. Well, if anything, I don't think he's not going to get it. Or maybe he will, because that elbow right there. That shot into the midsection. And now Drew Gulak has him where he wants him. What the hell? Hold up. We're up in the high red district here. Gulak sizing up Carrillo. Gulak just flew. Gulak just flew. So much for no-fly zone, you hypocrite. You flew. You've become what you hated the most. You've become what you hated the most. You flew. Drew Gulak just flew. He went against his rule. And maybe, just maybe, going against his own status quo, going against his own rule can get the job done, because the Gulak on Humberto Carrillo, the Gulak is wrenched in tight. Carrillo escaped the first time. He's not going to be able to escape the second time, because Drew Gulak has retained the Cruiserweight Championship on this night. Holy hell. Holy hell, man. What a match. What a matchup these two just put up here tonight. This is only the second matchup. You know, I still had a kind of a cover from that women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Of course, Asuka winning the women's Money in the Bank ladder match earlier on in the show to kick things off. And then the next match afterwards, we have this. What a cruiserweight title matchup. Drew Gulak going against his own status quo. He flew. He went off his feet. He did a top rope maneuver. Obviously, it's not as flashy as majority of people would think. But then again, it's Drew Gulak. It's not going to be all that flashy. And Drew Gulak, he flew. Arm drag from the high red district. Arm drag from, well, the second rope. But Credo fell from the third. And at the end of the day, Drew Gulak went against his own rule. And it worked. Because here tonight, he retains his Cruiserweight Championship. What a contest.